Hey guys, um, I'm not exactly sure why I'm making this, but I was on Tumblr, like I am every day, and I was looking around at different tags and stuff, and I found this post that a girl had just made ranting about people who self-harm and how stupid it is. And I reblogged it with a message back to her, and she hasn't said anything. I don't really care if she does. But I am so completely frustrated at the fact that this girl, who obviously does not self-harm and doesn't know anyone who openly does, and she just posted this. Like, it's so stupid, and I don't understand how you could be so inhumane to people. Like, her last line is, "You won't get sympathy, just the truth." Like, I don't want you to be sympathetic to me. I don't want you to have to understand everything about me. And you're never going to. No one's ever going to understand someone else 100%. But you don't have to tell me that the things I've gone through don't matter, or the things that I try to do to take care of those situations are stupid. I'm going to read part of her post because it just makes me so mad, and I need to. She said, "Alright, so this seeming this sorry. Alright, so this seeming to be a trend going around, and well, it's a pretty lame one. But just note that before I start, this isn't directed towards anyone in particular, just towards people in general. Now, if you haven't realized it yet, we live in the most privileged society that there is. We hardly have to work for anything, shit pretty much just gets handed to us. And I know that's not true for everyone, but for the most part, your life is pretty good. I can almost guarantee it. So my question for you, dear followers, is this. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you going through that you find just so ungodly difficult that you need to pick up a razor and cut yourself? Okay, and you know what's even worse? Posting and reblogging pictures of it. Like, okay, this is the thought that goes through my head every time I see a picture of it. Wow, look at them, their life is so hard. It's so bad they have to cut themselves. And wait, there's more. They have to photograph it and put it on the internet too. And make entire blogs dedicated to it. Damn. And like, how did this trend even start? Some fucking depressed person with first world problems must have just thought this was such a good idea. There's nothing in your life that gives you the okay to physically harm yourself. It's not cute. It doesn't make me or any other intelligent person feel sorry for you. And look, I'm not bashing you as a person, dear reader. I'm just saying your actions are fucking stupid. So what, you're depressed. Everyone has problems, not just you. And your problems aren't worse than anyone else's. I've gone through some tough shit in my life, but you know what? Boo fucking who. I deal with it by posting stupid texts that no one reads, watching Disney movies, and seeing my friends. I don't even remember how I responded to it, and I don't really want to like go and look and read it. Um, but it's not a trend, first of all. Self-harm's been around for a long ass time, but no one used to talk about it. Just like there have always been gay people, but it never got talked about before. And her saying that it's not cute and that it doesn't make me or any other intelligent person feel sorry for you. I'm sorry, because I'm not trying to be cute. First of all, it sucks when you self-harm. It sucks to be someone who's so tangled in hating themselves that they don't know what else to do. And it doesn't make me unintelligent if I am someone who self-harms. So saying that I'm not going to make any other intelligent person feel sorry for me, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I don't want that. I know people aren't going to understand me, and I'm kind of used to that, so I'm kind of okay with it. But it wasn't like the first time I self-harmed, I picked up the scissors that I used and said, I'm going to cut myself so someone notices, so that people pay attention to me, because this sucks, everything sucks, blah, blah, blah. The first time I did it, I was terrified, and I didn't know what I was doing or why I was doing it. And I wish you could understand that there's so much more to it than wanting attention or having a hard life. I have mental illness. I mean, it's different for everybody, but I have a mental illness, several of them. And I have never known how to deal with my emotions in a healthy, functioning way. You obviously know how to do that, and I'm happy for you because I don't feel like anyone should have to deal with self harm or being abused or having a mental illness or being depressed. I don't think anyone should ever have to deal with anything that hurts them. But this is life, so it happens. And you make it sound like it's a trend in the US where we're all privileged. First of all, not everyone in the US is privileged. I live a pretty good life. I have a roof over my head, I have food on the table every night, I have a big family. People care about me. Doesn't mean I haven't gone through shit that affects me every day. It doesn't mean the kid down the street isn't being beaten every night. It doesn't mean this little girl at school isn't getting raped by her dad or doesn't have dinner 5 out of 7 nights a week. Like, we might live in a pretty privileged society, but it doesn't mean the negative things that happen in other countries aren't happening here. It's just all hush hush because we're so big and powerful and so awesome. People are probably going to hate me for saying this stuff, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything super special about America. I understand that we have a lot more than some people do, and I'm thankful for that. But, it doesn't mean that bad things aren't still happening here. I think people would be amazed to find out some of the things that are happening in our own country that we completely turn a blind eye to. And I don't know. My actions aren't stupid. They might not be healthy, but they are not stupid. I don't know what else to say to you. I hope you have an awesome life, and I hope you keep making healthy decisions, but you need to not put people down like this because it's not going to help. I understand that people having blogs and taking pictures and stuff is a little overwhelming because there's a lot of them, and to an extent, I don't really understand that because it's usually a pretty secretive thing. But at the same time, I keep a blog online so that I can rant and rave about how I'm feeling because there's nowhere else I feel safe doing that. And I understand wanting to see pictures or people talking about self-harming or whatever, how they're feeling, because it makes you feel like you're not the only one that does it. And sometimes it feels like it does, or like it is, because the world has made self-harm and mental illness such a taboo subject that no one understands it unless they're living it. And even people who live it don't understand it. I couldn't tell you why I self-harm. I couldn't. I don't like myself, but I don't understand why. I'm trying to figure those things out. I go to counseling and I take medication and I try and take care of myself. But I don't know why it happens anymore. I don't know why it's so hard to stop. And sometimes I don't know if I care enough about myself to want to. I just wish people would try and understand that a little bit more. Because it kind of sucks that they don't try ever. But, yeah, I really can't. I don't have any more to say, so later.